Hi guys, I'm Sanne from Qreer.com and welcome to our weekly show where we go over everything from job interview tips to resume advice, and for recruiters we will give you exclusive tips on how to engage with candidates and everything in between. In this week's video we're going over the candidate journey and we'll be covering the application stage. We're going to look at this from both recruitment as well as marketing perspective, and we will give you exclusive tips on the small changes that you can make to generate success. I'm here today with Polina and Aparna. Polina is an international technical recruiter and consultant who supports candidates throughout their application journey, and she also helps international technical companies to find the right candidate for the job. Also here with us today is Aparna, and she is a job marketeer that helps international companies with international job marketing campaigns. So, looking at the application stage, from applying to job adverts and having initial discussions with recruiters, right through to application, interview and offer stage. Every part of the journey must reflect your brand's professionalism and personality. Polina, could you tell us what happens in the application phase of this journey and what recruiters could do to engage with candidates in this situation?
At this point, candidates found the job position at your company. They've decided, they read a title and they got interested enough to read through the job description. Here we're at the application point, meaning that candidates applied for a job position. At the application stage of a candidate journey, you start having more and more control over the whole process. As a recruiter, it's up to you how a candidate will perceive the application experience, and it's up to you to make the improvements to this process.
Okay, and Aparna, looking at it from marketing perspective, what would you say marketeers or recruitment marketeers could do to implement the best possible features during the application stage?
So first of all, more than the half of the applicants, they already drop with their application process, even though they are like one step ahead clicking at the apply button. It's mostly because recruiters think the longer the application process, the more they can filter out candidates and also get then more suitable candidates to save time and also budget. But this is the thing where they are actually making the big mistake. The longer actually the period, the more time a candidate has to think about the job position and about your company as an employer, and then they are more likely to drop with your application process. So here you have to make a switch in your head and think to make your application as short as possible. Make sure you are eliminating unnecessary steps and just give them maximum 3 steps to click on the apply button.
Okay, and do you have any suggestions what they could already implement right away, looking at time and budget concerns?
So the crucial part is to have the application process as short as possible and also simple for the candidates. So for this, make sure you are already giving them answers to their potential questions they have already in your career page and also at your website, and try to eliminate unnecessary questions in your application phase, because you have to think after they clicked on the apply button, you can still ask them for those questions.
All right, and Polina, again, looking at it from a recruiter perspective, do you have any tips or maybe you want to share some advice for this step of the journey?
Make sure that in your application process you let know the candidate what is the time of each of the steps. How long does it take to go from one step to another, so that the candidates know how long they'll wait for your response after the initial contact or after they submit an application. Also make sure that all the process is relatively clear and simple for candidates. Imagine that candidates have also different applications, so make sure that you also respond to candidates and notify them if they move to a next procedure, next step of the process or not. In this way, not only you make sure that candidates think good of your company, but also use a very powerful tool of word of mouth. So if candidates have a great experience with the application process, they will also share it with their colleagues, friends, whereas if the process will be very lengthy and after filling 5 pages of your application on the website, they won't receive any information after months, the experience will be very bad. And also for your company and the way you promote your company, your reputation will also be affected by that.
So both, thank you so much for giving us some insight on both recruitment and marketing perspective. And thank you viewers for joining us today. Please like this video if you found it helpful, so we know to keep making more videos like this. We really want to make the most helpful videos for you recruiters and marketeers for your job promotional activities. Also, we'd love to hear from you in the comments below, so tell us what has worked out for you and ask any questions that you have about your job promotions, and we'll do our utmost best to answer your questions. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos and advice. We hope to see you next time.